Hello, everyone, and welcome to another market overview Wednesday afternoon with Ben and Roman. We're going to be explaining the current situation of the market following the smart money concept. We're also going to be looking at the dollar index, euro price, gold, market cap, and whatnot. And of course, with me is Roman. How you doing, Roman?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine as well. I'm interested to hear what your take is on today's market. The news, there was news as well, right? FOMC.
Yeah, I believe it's not yet, but I need to check. It has to be the new rate information. Yeah, it will be later today in the evening.
Yeah. And I think Rafa will be live for that as well. So if you want to see the live price action as the news comes out, then also make sure to be there tonight with Rafa and Dimitro, I think. Yep. So yeah, if you hear the chat, I see Soda's here, and this time on the desktop version and not the mobile version. So that's good. Yeah, let us know if you're here. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask. Even if it's slightly unrelated to the topic, that's also fine. We're happy to answer anything you may want. Also, don't forget that we have, if you're in the Netherlands next week, please do sign up for the OKX event. The link will be in the description. We've still got a few places left. So yeah, make sure to grab your seat while you can. All right, take it away, Roman.
Yeah, so what is your take on the market right now? Just curious.
I'm still hoping for a push to 100,000. And after that, all bets are off. But my guess is down after that.
Yeah, so far it's pretty much aligned with what I have in mind. Okay, yeah, just wanted to start with this position on euro that I had. I took it, I believe it was like 2 weeks ago. It was November 21st. And then, yeah, it took almost 2 weeks to get to the profit, but yeah, it was a pretty good position. And then yesterday I had this one, which wasn't that good.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah. But, well, yeah, I told myself that I don't need to trade until the end of the year, but then I still did.
Couldn't resist.
Yeah, as usual. Okay, yeah, let's check dollar index first.
Soda's watching on IMAX now. Hi,
It's much
Jungle.
better than on mobile.
Hi, Amela. Nice to see everyone.
Yeah. So I would say for dollar, there would be two scenarios. So we are either in a range that might lead us to the to the upside, or we might see a correction to the middle of the dealing range. So this range. And yeah, whenever the dollar is dropping, then we expect everything else to go up.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be good if it goes down.
Yeah, you mean the dollar index going down would be good for for Bitcoin.
Yeah, and especially today with the news on potential rate cuts again.
Do you think a rate cut will be bullish for Bitcoin?
I'm not sure, because like right now it's some of it is priced in.
Yeah, that's what I
but
think,
if there will be something unpredictable, there might be some volatility.
Mm. We just need to watch out for Trump's children buying Bitcoin or something, or selling Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah, and also here we can see that even on weekly, we're kind of in a range. So getting into the middle of this range is a pretty good point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it would make sense to drop to this area. But since this is the weekly chart, it might take a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Or maybe even
Jungle
till
says it's
February
like
or something.
Jungle says it's like crypto's sleeping at the moment.
Well, it depends on the time frame, I guess.
I'm not sure if sleeping is the right word, but it's definitely lying dormant, waiting for a move. It needs some kind of catalyst to make a jump, to add some volatility back in the market.
Yeah. Yeah, let's check. Euro. Yeah, Euro on weekly is different. It's also kind of in a range, but it still didn't reach the bottom. Yeah, it's hard to predict what will happen here. I actually expected shorts on Euro as soon as we had this test of the monthly fair value gap. But again, by the end of the year, it's kind of getting slower as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So this month and the next month will be pretty slow in terms of trading and volatility.
Well, normally you have like the end of year rally, right?
Not always, but I mean, like, we're talking about the Forex trading or like indices or something else.
Yeah.
It is getting less volatile. The crypto is getting like weirder and more volatile sometimes because usually people are cashing out to buy some gifts.
Or for tax purposes.
Yeah. But yeah, on traditional markets, it's usually getting slower by the end of the year. And then the first 2-3 weeks of the year, it's not too fun to trade because there's nothing. So yeah, I would say there is not too much to see on these charts. So on dollar index, we discussed like I would prefer to see this drop down into the middle of the range and then go up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if we will revisit the bottom of the range again, but it might happen if we have some crazy news.
You're still expecting to hit that fair value gap, that monthly fair value gap at some point.
Yeah, still, like, I've been waiting for it like since summer. And I guess it makes sense. Like, it's similar to this monthly fair value gap that we had.
Yeah, that also took quite a long time.
Yeah, well, we'll see what will happen. Let's check Bitcoin. So yeah, that how did they call it in November?
Mm-hmm.
The I mean, there was some name for the November. Like, is it like
Movember?
Bullwember or what was that?
Movember?
When they expected the bull market in November.
I didn't hear that. I only know about Movember, the moving. It tends to move in November, but moving can be up and down, of course. It's not like October. That's clearly stating a direction which has been disproven, but yeah.
Yeah, so November wasn't that good for trading. I mean, for bulls at least.
No.
A huge week, and yeah, the new fair value gap has been formed here. It will be interesting to see how this month closes because there is the potential to go to the like even to 105,000, something like that, and then it will nullify the fair value gap.
Oh, you're in a position now.
Yeah, this is the new account that we created.
Yeah.
Specifically for smart money.
Yeah. You wanted to see if you can outperform the the weekly the weekly scalping session. In theory,
yeah, because every time I did it, I tried to trade smart money on that account. I failed, and I just spoiled your results.
Yeah. Well. At least now we know. The Binance Futures SMC, that's the smart money concept. Where's the entry? It looks like you're hiding the buys. There. Oh,
Yeah, but I don't see the why it's not a smart position.
You probably didn't create it on this account.
Yeah, it was on my account.
Yeah, so this only displays.
Okay. Didn't see that. I didn't know
So
that.
you shouldn't change the orders now.
Okay.
But we still see the position in being imported, and it works. And as your stop loss is on the exchange, we can see the stop loss. That is not normal under current accounts because that feature is still in the works.
Yeah, so I can explain the position that I had here. Okay. Yeah, so we had, I believe it was started from daily. Yeah, we had this daily fair value gap that was inversed. And then we had new fair value gap, the bullish one that was tested pretty deep. And then again, it was reversed. It created these two fair value gaps on the 4-hour time frame. And then as soon as I saw this liquidity grab, I went to 15-minute and opened the position. Something like this.
Oh, you were early.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait.
Yeah, and it was pretty good feeling when it went up like this, but then next few days.
Technically, you were really early because the first shift part is here. And if you had set it there, you would have been able to enter.
Yeah, but I wanted to wait for this one to make sure that price goes through this one to validate the setup better. Because like it's not based on the fair value gap, it's more on the liquidity sweep. So I really wanted to validate it. And then as soon as I saw it went through this one, then yeah, it was pretty obvious. And also, I really wanted to set my entry here, and it would have worked, but I didn't. And instead, I set my entry order like this on Ethereum, and it didn't reach this place on Ethereum.
Oh, wow. Can't win them all. It still looks like a good position. And 96.7 is, yeah, I'd say it's definitely possible. I mean, yesterday we had
the target,
huge increase. I don't know what ignited that, but
yeah, I didn't really check the news or anything. I don't know. So yeah, the target is based on this daily fair value gap. That's where I expect the price to get. There's this fair value gap on 4-hour that might provide some reaction soon.
Nice order flow.
Yeah, especially after taking out this liquidity again. This fair value gap seems pretty good. But
it's even at the Fibonacci level as well.
Yeah, that's true. But there was no shift yet.
No, shift is, yeah.
Like at least here.
Yeah, shift would be here, yeah.
But maybe too risky after that drop. So yeah, we'll see. Ideally, we have retest any lower than something like this. I would take a new position again. But the only problem with this account is that this is my sub account on Binance, and it doesn't allow me to set margin or leverage higher than 5x. And on Binance, this is the problem because they have pretty big limits for the order size.
Right. Oh, right. You can't enter multiple positions because your account is too small now.
Yeah, and also I really wanted to use 1% risk, but due to the minimum amount that I can spend on the position, I had to go like 4x, 4% risk.
Yeah. Bitcoin is a difficult market to trade because the the step is so large in terms of USD value.
And the same, I believe, is on Solana as well.
Well, you need to have 100 minimum, but at least each step is not that much.
Oh,
more.
it's 0.1 now, because it used to be equal numbers, like 1, 2, 3. It's easier now. So yeah, this is what I expect on Bitcoin so far. It is pretty short-term analysis. So by the end of the week, it will be good to reach this target. And then after this daily fair value gap, we're building a lot of liquidity here at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was still like, so in my own account, I've been buying like all the way down. And my break even is around here. But yeah, I'm still holding on for this 100,000. So, but I'm not sure like whether or not the smart money concept was better, because I was looking for entries and I just couldn't find any apart from just now. But then the question is, would my trade that I would have entered here yield the same results? That's the question. So I tried to do some back testing, but then in the back testing I just couldn't find any decent entry on the 4 hour 15. Maybe on the daily 1 hour, but I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. Yeah, that's the downside of the strategy, I guess, because sometimes there is an obvious move and you understand the direction, but you just don't see the setup by the strategy, and yeah, have no indication where to set your take profit or stop loss, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the longer term, like intermediate one, I believe that we might reach this target. This would be ideal, I'd say. I would probably even open another short from here if we get there.
Oh yeah,
that would be exactly.
That would be a really good target for a short, indeed.
But yeah, I'm not sure how much time it will take to get there, because we'll obviously get to this, most likely, not obviously, but most likely get to this daily fair value gap. Then I wonder, are we going like this, or are we going like this? It's like, I mean, this is pretty
but
nice liquidity.
Looking at the history and on how it performed, like it didn't even have this bounce last time.
Yeah, that's true. But I believe that this time we already dropped pretty far, and especially after that drop on October that wiped out billions of dollars, we don't have too much liquidity on the market, and maybe it makes sense to build up some liquidity going higher and fool people into the new alt season or something else, new bull market.
Spreading the news that the 4-year cycle is over and we already started a new bull run.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. I mean, I'd be fine with it, of course, but I don't think, no.
Yeah, it's funny that like every 4 year you see the news here, like, yeah, this time it's different. It's not the 4-year cycle anymore. It's different, and it stays the same.
A year later, yeah, the 4-year cycle is still in play.
Yeah, one of the very interesting indicators, I don't have it right now, but it's the fair Bitcoin price based on the mining cost. And I believe that it is something around 100,000.
Oh, you mean right that the miners are currently at a loss?
Yeah, let me check if I can find it.
Because that's always an interesting thing, right? Because the miners do tend to influence the price a bit by bringing new Bitcoin on the market. More circulating supply, because even if it's mined, it doesn't mean that it's actually available until the miners sell.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can find any good resource right now. But what we notice is that pretty much after every halving, price just goes up 2x from previous cycles. So we had 69, and then from these values.
Yeah. Jungle said that look back around March 2014. They're very nice waves. If this continues, the price could go up. Or 24. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with the waves, to be honest. I haven't tried them at all.
March 24. Yeah. I mean, it is a lot lower now, though.
Is it like this?
Yeah. Someone's asking about the Fox signals. Let me just quickly reply to that. It's best to contact support. So go to support.alttrading.com, open up a chat and ask your question there. My colleagues will be more than happy to help you. And we have 24/7 support. So you should get your answer in a few minutes. Right.
Yeah, but what I think about, like, we had some so-called waves, or I don't know, looks like waves back here, but then
it looks like a wick off.
Yeah, and then we had this. Again, I'm not familiar with the concept of the waves. I've heard about it a lot, but I never actually learned it.
No, it's not something. I mean, I know the regression, the rainbow chart, and
yeah, this one too.
yeah, and the 4-year cycle, and the I don't know. Yeah, that one.
What was that? I forgot how it's called.
The rainbow chart.
The indicator. Yeah. Is it called like that?
Yeah, rainbow chart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should it be algorithmic?
Yeah. But this
Yeah,
one is not. This one's not adjusted.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like that, but it's not adjusted. It's just drawing linear regression lines, but it's not actually linked to any high points and low points. But if you do it properly, then it's still. I mean, the ranges are so big, but the overall projection is kind of panning out. But yeah, not much you can truthfully say about it. And in the end, it doesn't really matter because these charts and these swings are such large time frames. Like, obviously, like the all-time high was back in October, and if you follow the 4-year cycle, which I do for a part of my portfolio, yeah, you're gonna have to be sitting on your hands for a year. Is that really what you're gonna do? Well, if you don't want to, then there are obviously opportunities in between. And using the smart money concept is one of the strategies. Using the base scanner is another strategy. Using support and resistance lines is another strategy. But there are so many things that will still work on the smaller time frames, that you don't really have to worry about these large swings. Yeah, and especially if you stay in the higher volume markets, then yeah, you might be going short more often than long. But that's not an issue. Like, as long as you make money, right? That's the most important part. And then you can have part of your portfolio waiting for the big swing. At least that's how I'm playing it. And yeah, to me, like, if you look at the part here, this was taken out. So this is definitely going to be taken out, and then it's going to find some support around here. So this definitely looks like a play to me. And it can easily take that amount of time to get there.
Yeah, like I would say this whole region is a pretty good area to buy for the long term.
Yep. So I've got my order set up already there, like around this area.
That's good.
Because sometimes, especially because I trade KuCoin USDC, every now and then someone does something really silly on that market. It may be
it's weird.
2 or 3 times a year, and oftentimes I've missed it, and it's because I was too late with, like, I had the idea, like, oh, I need to set up my orders, and then I didn't do it, and then when, like a week later or so, that crash happened, and it's like, painful. But it only happens on KuCoin USDC. At least that's where I've seen it. There are other exchanges that have similar issues, but I happen to trade there. So that's why I've got my order set up anyway, around the level that I expect it to go in October. But
yeah, there's someone with pretty fat fingers who's just dropping the price for some reason. Yeah, so also I just wanted to discuss still there's a lot of talk about potential bull run again. I don't know why it doesn't make sense to me, because if we just look at the macro level, there is so many things in the global economics that are suggesting like huge events, huge potential recessions, not just in US. Like there are many countries, there are problems in Japan as well. And Bitcoin is one of the riskiest assets, and it will go down first.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't been in the market long enough to deal with any of those things. I mean, in the crash of 2008, I was not interested in anything. With the COVID run, it wasn't that massive. The crash wasn't that massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a major impact, of course, but yeah, not that massive. So I have no idea what Bitcoin would do when this collapses again, if it collapses again, because right now they're just rumors based on some types of indicators, but and historically they turn out to be like kind of true, but there are different ways that the charts can be created, right? It's like a moving average. Like, the price is going to touch the moving average, but is the price going to the moving average, or is the moving average going to the price? 2 different situations, 2 different outcomes, but the price moved to the moving average, right? So the expectation is true, but how we got there, that could be in different situations, and I just don't know. Like, are we going to see a big recession, or are we just going to be flatlining for a very long time? Because that's also what could happen, right? So that there's absolutely no movement. It's happened before as well. It's not like that would be the first time that happened. And it's also possible that everything just drops and has a massive correction of like 30-40%. It's possible. And I'm talking about the traditional markets, because Bitcoin 30% is just a casual Tuesday. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know, but it's just about being prepared for the worst while still participating, right? I suppose.
Yeah. I actually don't think that Bitcoin will struggle that much, even if we have some huge global news, like huge recessions. Because again, back to the Bitcoin fair price, I believe that, and just not just that, but also all the narrative around Bitcoin over the past few years, where huge institutions are buying Bitcoin now and some governments are buying Bitcoin. I believe that they will support it enough to keep it around these levels. But about the rest of the crypto market, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like everything else might drop.
Yeah. Soda's saying that where you've placed your Bitcoin order is definitely going to drop at least 30%, and that can happen very quickly. Also ready and waiting at that level with positions. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to be prepared. It can happen very quickly and then a quick bounce back, or as it happened here, a long period of very slow movements.
Yeah, and we had a lot of news related to these drops as well.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
had
major
Luna
events.
crash, then FTX crash.
Yeah. And this was?
Yeah, this was the FTX crash,
That was FTX.
November, and Luna was in May. Yeah, from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like a lot of people say that you cannot analyze the market because news move the market. But after I started trading smart money, I realized that news just bring the price to that level where you expect it. It just like accelerates the price to that level, but the level is determined already.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I mean, and it's also like, it's not necessarily the news that moves the markets, right? It's because there's always news, and something that, like, if there's big news and a trigger on the market, then it's directly linked to each other. But big news in the world with no effect on the market. Oh yeah, that's not linked. So that news did not move the market. But it's not a guarantee that some bit of news is directly linked to a market move. Like that market move could have happened anyway.
Yeah, well,
because the last time what Trump did, he did that before. He raised tariffs before. So why all of a sudden would raising the tariffs that he did before cause this crash? That doesn't make much sense. It's just like, okay, he announced that, and a day later the price crashes, so they must be linked. But I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I think like by the end of the day, it's still just supply and demand, just regular market economics. And as soon as you have demand here, this level will be supported, and price might get there tomorrow with some major news, or it might get here in 1 year, slower, but it will probably get there. And if there is enough support, enough demand at this level, it will rebound from here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can check other markets.
Ethereum.
Yeah, I'm mad about this one. I'm really mad.
You have only yourself to blame. Well, let's see.
So,
what did you do? What did you do wrong? How can we learn from your mistake?
Same setup, right? You had this sweep of liquidity here, and yeah, this fair value gap that was tested. Perfect. And then after that, so we have the shift here. I waited for this one to place my entries, but I wanted to get a better entry because like target is pretty close here. So if I would set it like this, even to the top of the fair value gap, it's not enough for me.
No.
So I went to 1 hour time frame. No, yeah, I believe I set it to this level. Let me check 15 minutes.
Oh, and then you got greedy. And then you got greedy. Because what if you did it to the 3?
Yeah, it could be 3. But well, this fair value gap made sense to be, and usually it works. And if we look back at Bitcoin, I believe it worked there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was this fair value gap, and it was retested.
Yeah. But
And that's what I expected on
you have
Ethereum.
to keep in mind that a lot of people are trading that 1-to-3 risk reward ratio, right?
Yeah.
So setting it to 3 is not. And if people have the same targets, it's going to be a lot of support around that level.
Yeah, well, it's just so you can see again. So Bitcoin dropped to this level, but Ethereum didn't. And Ethereum already reached the daily fair value gap target. And it stays here consolidating. It doesn't even drop lower from here. It didn't go like this, while Bitcoin is dropping. So Bitcoin is much weaker now. And yeah, that was the problem that I should have entered on Ethereum. It just slightly didn't reach my target.
Yeah. Still greedy. I'm still chalking
Yeah.
up as greedy.
I have another trade here, by the way.
Oh, you just missed the sell. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is near that I really love, but the last couple of weeks, it is weird. It's just moving up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check the position.
Looks
So
like
here I entered
good
the
entry.
shift.
Yeah.
Because I had enough room at the top, and this was my first target.
Yeah.
And yeah, and didn't reach. And then my second target it was as well this daily fair value gap and this liquidity.
Nice. Well, if it works out well, they're good targets. And I mean, in the backtest, we've seen it plenty of times where the price did that move, and then in the end, it still goes like and takes it out. We've seen it.
Yeah.
It is frustrating and painful to watch, but yeah.
Yeah, especially now when like I go to bed and I like check the charts and I see like, oh nice, I'm a huge profit.
Almost out.
Almost a take profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost out. And I also have this position open on my prop account. And I'm like, oh, I might request a payout tomorrow. That's good.
I can buy shopping
And
again.
then I wake up to this.
Yeah, that's painful.
And then you think again, like, do you need to move your stop loss to break even or not? Do you risk it?
Well, if you had done that on this move, that would have been a bad call.
Yeah.
Right. So when do you do that? That's the question.
I don't really like doing that. Like, at least like as soon as I have some take profit hit, then I might move stop loss to break even. But without that, I don't like that. I'm not that conservative as you are. Yeah. This probably was.
I don't do it on the
target.
backtest, so the backtests are done without that. But when I see it, yeah, then I do lock in profits. And I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing.
I mean, there's nothing like that that's good or bad. It's just your strategy that feels comfortable to you.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Soda says he can't hardly imagine anymore that he ever used to trade on a 1 minute chart. Oh, I mean, I can do it for an hour a week, but that's it. Like, and it's not even a minute chart; it's a 3 minute chart. But that's enough for me. After Thursday, I'm done for the week.
Yeah, it's too much stress, and especially on crypto again. I have no idea how people trade 1 minute charts.
Yeah. Oh.
No, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ethereum to Bitcoin.
Yeah. That looks like it's playing out.
Yeah, and as I said, Ethereum is stronger now.
So are we
Are
we going to go into alt season?
That's Ethereum season.
That's the question. Oh, it's always Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then alts, right? So
no.
First Ethereum needs to outperform Bitcoin, and then we go into alt season.
It may also go like this. And this fair gap.
Oh, there goes that scenario.
Yeah, because like every time when you have this liquidity left before the major fair value gap, it is huge magnet, so it can always happen like this.
Yeah.
It's paper account. I wonder where we get this money.
I secretly funded. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Well, there's some kind of a range.
Oh, that was a beautiful short. Potentially.
From here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even on 4 hour, yeah, there was the fair value gap. But I'm not sure if I would short into this void.
Hey, it works out,
but
especially with the range.
Yeah, with the range it is.
15 minutes, yeah, 15 minutes. There's definitely entry.
Not really.
Yeah, there is.
Well,
from here for the short.
Oh, you mean this one? No, I'm trying to do this with the fair value gap. Yeah, this is pretty good setup here.
No, I was talking about this entry.
But this was the daily point of interest. And you need 1 hour shift here.
That's a bit lower, but
perhaps
it's there.
Maybe on 30 minutes.
Yeah, then you have it. No, this one even.
This could be. Yeah, we are conservative enough. So this would be something like that. Or yeah, it can be like this.
Oh yeah, just casually 4.7. Yeah. Would have worked. Would have worked. There's definitely.
But yeah, but again, as I'm trying to say is that on many markets we have this build of liquidity at the bottom. And it's not a good sign. I mean, it's a good sign for me because I expect the drop sooner or later. But yeah, this will be eventually will be taken out.
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard to predict with, or so hard to do with Solana from the all-time high, and then now we're back here. It's like biggest yo-yo I've ever seen. And I'm holding Solana, but I'm just like, it's more like an investment coin. Like I don't trade it, or I don't even play the swings. I've just purchased some Solana way back and just holding it indefinitely. But obviously, I want to trade. Like I want to be more active in this smart money concept because I feel like I do these backtests so well, but then I lack the mentality to set up my trades in the morning or in the week and then just forget about them. I just get sucked into them and it's like, no, I don't have time for this now.
Yeah, but what I found for me, so I started with the Forex markets. I started with just one market, so it was Euro chart, and then I moved to British pound. And so what I do is just every Sunday, I create a weekly plan for myself for these two charts. I just analyze the price movement and like determine if it's going long or short for me, at least based on my analysis. And then just every day, I just check the chart and see what's going on there. And it is much easier already. And that's what I'm doing. It was in the beginning, I traded 1 hour plus 5-minute shifts, which was like required a lot of time to do. But now just switch to 4 hour plus 15-minute, the same that I do on crypto. And like every day on Forex markets, I spend no more than, I don't know, like 10 minutes. And I usually have at least 1 or 2 positions per week.
Yeah, it sounds decent. Like I want to do that, but yeah, for some reason, as soon as I open a chart and I open a position, I'm checking it constantly. When I don't have to. I know I've created this whole platform that I don't have to. It's just that when you work with the platform every single day on the platform, it's just staring you in the face constantly.
Yeah, you need to move your accounts to another one, to
Yeah, I need to
separate
just have
all trading account.
Yeah, just a separate demo account only for development and
Yeah, but you have it, right? This is one.
yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, but I don't use this one. I use my live account because I have all the exchanges connected there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like here, so you don't need to check 4-hour points of interest. You can just find this weekly shift and open the position like this. It can be a spot position as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and from the backtest that we did yesterday, these long time frames can still generate 7 to 10% a month on average.
Yeah. Yeah, it works pretty much the same. Like exactly the same. And the higher time frame, the better it works.
Yeah, and you can use higher risk because the success rate is higher. Although yesterday was a success rate of 36.
Yeah, you went a little gambling, you know. There was some gambling.
Some gambling involved. Nobody got hurt, but yeah. Yeah, jungle struggles as well. From the moment you trade with your own money, the feeling shifts completely. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. How's my Binance coin doing? I haven't checked that in a while because it just got me depressed.
Because it told you to sell like around here.
Yeah, and I did, but yeah.
Okay.
Not enough.
Yeah, it was like
not enough. Not nearly enough.
1200. Yeah, I believe it was 1200. It even went to the all-time high after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Binance coin has just these crazy runs where it's like, because it went 300% in this period. Like, whoop, why?
Yeah.
Now from the 400 or yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so what do you have here? So at the bottom you have this sweep after that drop. I'm not sure how telling this is.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. I tend to ignore this one,
Yeah.
but
I mean, price
check
did move
monthly.
there, so it's. But yeah, got a nice fair value gap there. Weekly, nothing on the weekly.
And also like weekly
shares.
fair value gap as well.
Shares it with weekly. Yeah. I don't know. It's something like, I don't know if Binance is doing it, but if they are actively pursuing their MiCA license, they could become the instant top player in Europe again. But the problem with it is that a lot of it has to be the separated markets. So the EU markets need to be separated from the other markets, or at least, well, USDT is not allowed. So any USDT markets can't be traded in Europe. So that volume is pretty much gone. But yeah, I'm still hoping for a Binance return to the European market.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they have to still have huge global market.
Oh yeah, no, they don't have to. It's like, it's more my personal preference.
No, it didn't take out these swings.
No.
Similar to other coins for some reason. It's just so different to everything else.
Highly manipulated, I think. But
yeah.
someone's telling me to make it happen, the Binance EU, but they don't pick up the phone when I call. It's like, Ben, who's this? Huh? Did we hear from you? Yes, I've been talking with you for years. No idea. Right.
Yes. So will it still be available next week for the streams?
Yes, next week is the last week of the streams.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I will try to prepare something.
Actually,
more interesting for you.
Next week, Wednesday will be the last one. I won't be able to do the Thursday live session because I will be prepping for Christmas. That's early, I know, but yeah.
Yeah, you deserve it.
You think so?
Yeah.
So yeah, next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and after that, it will be waiting for the new year. Yeah, and then it will be the first week or the second week of January already. Like, so 6th of January, 7th, 8th. Those will be the new live stream sessions. In the meantime, we could put up a live stream with a fireplace or something if you really wanted to visit Alttrady channel. Or just a Bitcoin chart constantly running. Also possible.
I think it's not that engaging.
The Bitcoin chart, no, definitely not. All right, everyone. I think we're getting to the end of our hour. So let me get to the announcements of what is expected. So today we're going to, or Rafa and Dimitro are going to go live with the FOMC announcement. So if you're interested in that, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and you'll get a notification when they go live. It'll be like 20 minutes or 15 minutes before the actual announcement. In Alttrady, you could see, can you go to Alttrady dashboard? Are they already there? Did they already add that? Or yeah,
it's not there yet.
It's there. Yeah.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah. So 7 p.m. CET. So be there. You can click on this if you want to get to it. But yeah, click on that one and you'll see Rafa and Dimitro talking about the market. And then tomorrow I will be there with a live scalping session with Rafa as well. See if we can beat our score. Last week was 3.8%, so not bad, but we can always do more in either direction. And then otherwise we'll be there next week for a backtesting session on Tuesday. All right, so that's it. Again, if you're in the Netherlands, you want to join us, find the OKX event. It's going to be a nice meetup, 2 hours. It's not too long. And then we'll see you again tomorrow. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Roman. See you later.
Thank you too. Goodbye.